I'm Chris Meyer.
Hi, everybody. I'm Doris Carroll. Tonight, we're at Gillies.
This evening, we'll meet some kids who are tomorrow's Cronkites and Rathers. They're teenagers who are learning the ropes of television.
Then, we'll go to the Chitlin capital of the world for a down-home Chitlin Fest.
Also, Dr. Jim Wasco explores a dramatic way to correct facial deformities. And Susan Wasserstein has a good idea. Collect matchbooks.
It's all coming up on tonight's PM magazine, so stay with us.
Have you ever wondered what goes into putting on a television newscast? I guess just about every kid has watched television, and in watching the television news has dreamed of being the anchor, that person who has every eye on them, the person who seems to tie the entire show together. Well, tonight we'll meet some kids who are finding out all about television news. In fact, they've gotten so carried away, they've turned educational television into big-time TV. These kids have something in common. They're all anticipating that one exciting moment when the director gives the cue and the Friendswood update is on the air. For the past 3 years, the students at Friendswood Jr. High School have broadcast a 30-minute newscast on a local television station to the community. Much of the responsibility of that show rests on the shoulders of 13-year-old Leanne Thompson. She's the anchor for the Friendswood Update. When you were a kid, it's a little funny asking you that since you're as young as you are, but did you ever dream of being on television?
Yes, sir. I've always wanted to become an actress, and I've always wanted something to be in front of the camera. And this is sort of like what I wanted to always be.
Even though Leanne is the anchor, she'll be the first to admit that Friendswood Update is not a one-man, a one-girl show. It takes 48 students and a teacher to put the show together. For them, the day starts early. Jack Cullivan coordinates and directs the program.
In today's program, we've got library plans by me, vocational ed by Hoffman, Mary Brown's mayor candidate by Brennan. We've got Chris Meyer's interview by Marjorie Mazzino, and Mrs. Pac-Man by Arnold. In junior high, we've got 8th grade parents meeting by...
While stories are being written and assignments checked, Leanne reads over the copy that she will be expected to read in front of the hundreds of people who will be watching the show.
There's a lot more responsibility to it, and it's a lot scarier than I thought it would be. I thought it would just come natural to you, and it doesn't. It's very hard, and you goof up more than you think you would, and it's more scarier than you think it would be.
The very first time you were on camera, the very first time you sat down and they turned the camera on, what did that feel like?
All these things run through your mind that you're going to mess up, you're going to do something wrong, you're going to sound... and you're going to sound stupid, you're going to not do it right, and it's very scary. It makes you very nervous.
Baby, look at me and tell me what you see. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Give me time.
Leanne not only had to learn to live with the responsibility, but also the recognition that comes along with being a media personality.
People recognize you, they see you, and they see the people that go on air, the people that do the camera and the other stuff. They don't get recognized as much. And I like being on the camera like this, people to see me, I guess.
As the time draws near, the cast and crew get ready for the broadcast that will be taped in the studio and then carried to the television station for airing.
Showtime, oh, showtime, oh, showtime. You can hear your heartbeat. The trumpets are ringing, the bassman is swinging, dancing through a new street. The trumpets are blowing, and crowds keep growing. delays and it's showtime. Oh, showtime. Oh, showtime. Walking on that stage now, you know what you're saying, the role that you're playing. Yes, you come of age now, the pick of the litter, it's spangled and the litter. You've waited, done your rehearsing in jeans.
I think it's interesting going out and finding out stories and seeing what people do around the world and the community, and I like going out for stories and announcing news for the people. The Friendswood Public Library has planned their events for the month of February. This includes a story time for children from 3.5 to 6 years old and an after-school activity for children 6 and up. The story times are on each Wednesday from 10:30 to 11 a.m. On February 11th, from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., there will be a program for school-age youngsters. That includes the showing of the film Valentine's Day and the making of Valentines. The menu for Tuesday is pork chop on rice, applesauce with cinnamon, buttered peas, battered bread, and milk. In the weather for Friendswood and Alvin, the present temperature is 72 degrees, humidity at 56%. Due to teachers in service, Friendswood Update will not be on Monday. We are going to take the day to perform maintenance on our equipment. However, we will return at our regularly scheduled time on Tuesday.
The newscast runs without a hitch. Everyone does their part, and Leanne wraps it up like a pro.
I'd like to become not necessarily her, but I'd like to do the work of Barbara Walters. I'd like to go out and be able to interview anybody I would like to and know the lives of a lot of people.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. I've been it coming together. People will see me and die. I'm gonna make...
I hope you got a good look at some of these kids. With the early start they're getting in television, you never know. One of these nights you might see them on the CBS Evening News. Don't go away in just a minute.